Hello everyone and welcome to a new reading vlog. As you are all probably aware, I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm very sorry about that. My life at the minute has just been so chaotic and I haven't really been doing much reading either, so sitting down to film vlog clips just was not a priority for me in September and throughout the start of October actually. We are currently on the 23rd of October, so almost to the end of the month, but I'm so pleased to tell you that it's now half term. I've completed my first half term as a teacher, and even though I love teaching so much, it is so nice to now have a week off. I'm not too sure how long this vlog's going to be. I'm not sure if it will span across the whole week. I've just decided that I want to film one and just get back into the swing of things because I really do want to start vlogging more towards Christmas. It's my favourite time of year and I just want to document everything. I think vlogs are such an amazing way to look back on memories, and I just think this year I want to do that as much as I can. So definitely time for me to get back to vlogging, and hopefully I can make it a weekly thing, but we shall see. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself because if I'm not feeling it, then you guys will pick up on that and not want to watch it, if that makes sense. So yes, that is essentially what's been going on with me. Sorry if that was a lot just thrown at you, but I wanted to get it out the way before I moved on to an unboxing. So as you can see, I have two parcels here. Both of them are pre-orders and I'm so excited to open them, so let's just get on with it. I'm gonna go with this one first, so let's just try. And I actually did manage to do it first time. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. So here I have the anniversary edition of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. This is a stunning off-white colour as opposed to the black colour that we have on the original book. It has grey sprayed edges on the top, and then look you guys, it has this stunning stencil design on the edges. I really hope you could see that properly. I'm not currently wearing my glasses, as you can tell, and I am struggling with my vision at the minute, guys. If I don't wear my glasses, it's very hard for me to see, so I can't quite tell in the viewfinder if you could see this in its full glory. Hopefully you can. It is beautiful, but let's just have an in-depth look. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right, this is coming off. Just look at this design printed on the book itself. It is beautiful and it does actually stretch out to the back as well. Wow. And then you guys, we have these stunning end pages at the front of the book and then these on the back. It is also signed by V.E. Schwab herself, and then I believe I saw a post from Jodie over at Vanilla Moon and I think she said there were illustrations inside, so I'm just gonna have like a quick flip through. Oh my gosh, yep. So this is the first one I found and yep, it's just beautiful. So I cannot wait to go through this and see if there are more things hidden. Oh, I've actually just seen a few more bits there. Wow. So yeah, I love this. I love this so much. I don't really have space for it on my V.E. Schwab shelf. I will show you quickly actually. I'm gonna take you over here. Kiwi's down here. Say hi. But she's so confused. So this is my V.E. Schwab shelf and oh my gosh, you guys, it does actually fit. Why is that though? I feel like I didn't used to have this space and now I'm very confused. Oh, I remember. It's because Bridge of Souls is currently on my TBR for the month, so I've taken it off this shelf. So when that goes back on there, I'm not going to have room for that. That now makes sense. I'm going to have to find a place for this. But yeah, this is what it looks like and I'm just in love. And then I do also have this one, so let's just open that one. Oh, Kiwi's very interested in this. What is it? What is it? And this is a big book. Ooh, look, Kiwi. What is it? Oh, she's very interested in this. But anyway, this is Little Thieves by Margaret Owen, and I've honestly completely forgotten what this book is about, so let's just check the synopsis. It says, once upon a time there was a horrible girl. Vanja Schmidt knows that no gift is freely given, not even a mother's love. The adopted goddaughter of Death and Fortune, Vanja has long made her own way in the world as a dutiful servant of Princess Giselle, until a year ago when her otherworldly mothers demanded payment for their care, and Vanja decided to steal her future back by stealing Giselle's life. With the help of an enchanted string of pearls, Vanya transformed into her former mistress and took her place, leaving the real Giselle as a penniless nobody. Now Vanya leads a lonely but lucrative double life as a princess and jewel thief, charming the nobility while emptying their coffers to fund her great escape. Until, one heist away from freedom, Vanya crosses the wrong god and is cursed to turn into jewels stone by stone. With a feral guardian half-god, Giselle's sinister fiancé, and an overeager junior detective on her tail, Vanya has just 2 weeks to pull off her biggest grift yet. Or she risks losing more than just her freedom. She could lose her life. Now I remember why I bought this one, guys. This sounds amazing. I cannot wait to dive into it. I think this is a YA book, which I haven't really been picking up a lot recently, but this does sound like something I would really enjoy. I'm very intrigued by the premise, and it does give off spooky vibes to me as well, so maybe I could read it right at the end of October. We shall see. Right, moving on to my reading now. This month I am taking part in the Magical Readathon, which is a Disney-inspired readathon hosted by Rachel over at Rachel Kerris. To say I'm failing you guys is not an understatement. I haven't finished a single book yet this month, and like I've previously mentioned, we are on the 23rd of October. Saying that though, I am currently in the middle of 3 separate books, the first of those being Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas. If you see me looking down, Kiwi is eating something that she's not supposed to, and every time I look at her she stops and just stares at me like that, so I'll get it off her in a second. Look, she's trying to cuddle me now so that I don't take it off her. Yes, hello. Oh, I love her. I can't be angry with her. Thank you. Anyway, let's just carry on. Hey. Oh my goodness. This is a fun section of the vlog nobody asked for. She's adorable. Anyway, I can't even remember what I was saying now, but I've managed to get her off me. And I was going to talk about Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas. This is a retelling of Peter Pan. I don't actually know how far through I am. And what's great is that I've put the book in upside down, so I'll just fix that now. I think I was on page 168. I think that's where I was up to, so this is how far through I am. I'm really enjoying this one so far, but I'm just not picking it up, and I don't know why, because when I do pick it up I fly through it. I was on sprints on Rose's channel at the start of the month now, I believe. It was for her birthday anyway, and they were spoopathon sprints, and I managed to read I think 130 pages throughout those sprints, which is brilliant for me. I never read that much, and then I have just been picking it up here and there, but obviously flying through it, so I genuinely don't know what the problem is. I don't know if I'm just in a weird reading mood. I've really been wanting to pick up Air of Fire by Sarah J Maas recently. Again, don't ask me why, I could not tell you, but I think I'm gonna have to read that one this week just to satiate this need, and then I can possibly focus more on the other books on my TBR after that. So that is definitely in the running actually, but yeah, I really do want to finish this before the end of the month. I definitely will, I just need to sit down and make time for it. But at the minute it is sitting at a 3-star for me. I am enjoying it, flying through it, but it's nothing really that gripping. I love Peter Pan, I love everything about the story, I love how whimsical and magical it is, and this just isn't giving me any of that yet. So I don't know, we'll see how the ending goes I suppose, and I will obviously update you guys with my ratings and my thoughts and things like that. But in this one we do follow Wendy, and it's actually been 5 years since Wendy and her brothers disappeared into the woods. Wendy came out, however her brothers did not, and so the town has always been shadowed by the disappearance of her brothers, and to this day nobody knows where they are. When the town's children start to go missing though, this case is obviously brought back to light, and the police are once again looking at Wendy for answers. However, she doesn't really have any. That is until Wendy runs over a boy in the middle of the road, and that boy of course turns out to be Peter Pan, who asks Wendy for her help to recover the missing children. But in order to find them, Wendy must confront what's waiting for her in the woods. So yes, a bit of a darker one. We don't really see Neverland in here at all, which is one of my favourite things about Peter Pan. I just love that whole island. So yeah, I have a bit of mixed feelings towards this one at the minute, but I'm hoping the ending is just going to be amazing, but we'll see. I'm not holding out too much hope. On the other hand, a book that I've just absolutely been loving is Fool's Fate, which is the 3rd book in the Tawny Man trilogy by Robin Hobb. Now you guys know how much I love Robin Hobb. If you've been keeping up with my vlogs for a while, you'll know I've been slowly making my way through the Realm of the Elderling series by her, and I have been reading that as part of the catch-up book club hosted by Becca from Becca and the Books. I cannot tell you guys how much these books mean to me. I love them so much, and I've been putting off this book for honestly weeks. But the other day I decided to start it on my commute, and yeah, I just fell back in love with Robin Hobb's world straight away. So I am currently listening to it on SCRIBD, as you can see there, and it says I'm on chapter 32 of 38 and I have 4 hours and 21 minutes left of the audiobook. And I honestly think I'm going to finish this today because I just cannot put it down. I feel like every time I have a spare second at the minute, I'm making sure to put this on and listening to it. And I do also have a lot of stuff I want to get done today, such as cleaning the house, and I do need to run to the shop. So I think I'm going to finish this one today, and I'm so excited. The only issue is that it technically doesn't count towards the magical readathon, which is not great. I'm still not into the parks yet. This is my first book for the magical readathon to get me into the parks, and obviously until I complete this one I'm not allowed in, so this should be my priority. But honestly, I think as long as I read the books that I want to this month, and as long as I try and keep as much to Rachel's rules as possible, I am gonna have to bend them a bit just so that I don't get put in any sort of reading slump again, and so that I can just fall back into love with reading, because I've missed reading, you guys. I haven't read a single book in about a month and a half, maybe even 2 months. It's ridiculous. So I'm so happy to have read this chunky book. Obviously I've listened to it, but it does still count, and it's going to be 5 stars. I just cannot get enough of these characters. I can't tell you anything about this series, unfortunately, because it will spoil previous books, but just know that Robin Hobb's books are amazing. I cannot hype them up enough. I do have, where are they? I do have some on my shelf. I'm trying to think where they are. This side. Here they are. But I do really want to buy more of them. I'm really debating whether to buy the rest of the books in the Tawny Man trilogy, because so far I only have the first book, which is Fool's Errand. I need Golden Fool and Fool's Fate, and I just wish that I had the last book to read physically as well as listening to it, because it's just been a wild ride and I felt like I really wanted to annotate it. But unfortunately I spent a lot of money this month. My car broke, and so it took quite a substantial amount of money out of my bank to fix that, so I cannot justify buying books at the minute. I know I've just hauled 2, but those were pre-orders, so technically they don't count for me. It's weird, I know. I am probably going to purchase the last 2 books for myself soon, and I just cannot wait. So yes, this is the first book in that 3rd trilogy. The first trilogy, starting with Assassin's Apprentice, is called the Farseer trilogy, I believe. I might actually be wrong, I'll put it on screen if I am. And then we have the Live Ship Traders trilogy, which is the 2nd trilogy in this series. I cannot believe I'm going to be finishing the 3rd trilogy in this series, hopefully today. It's just mind-blowing to me. I feel like we've been able to read so much in such a short space of time, because these books are massive. They're about 800 pages each. And of course they are dense adult high fantasies, so they do take quite a while to get through, and I'm just baffled that I've been able to read so much and that I just love them as much as I do. So I'm gonna stop talking about it now because I have been rambling on for a while. But yeah, I absolutely love these, and if you haven't read anything from Robin Hobb yet, please do. I also highly recommend the audiobooks. I've listened to every single one of these through SCRIBD, and it just enhances the experience so much. So if you take one thing from this video, please do that. But like I said, I'm gonna put this back now and move on with the rest of the vlog. Another book that I'd like to get to this week is Straight On Till Morning, but I'm not sure if I will. Depending on how Lost in the Neverwoods makes me feel, I might not want to jump straight into another Peter Pan retelling. This is also quite chunky, so we will see. I just think that this is going to be a really easy book to fly through though, and I do want to make a start on the Twisted Tale series. If you watched my latest book haul, you'll know that I bought a few of these ones, and they just really intrigued me because I love Disney. I love that these put a darker twist on them, and I am in such a Disney mood right now, it's insane. So I really want to dive into this one as well, and also, like I said, Heir of Fire, and I think I'm gonna pick up Heir of Fire before this one, which is just completely messing with my TBR, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm so sorry that this has been an extremely long clip. Hopefully I can cut it down so that it's not too intense. Again, I feel like because I've not spoken to you guys in a while, I just have so much to say and it's just coming out so quickly, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm so happy to be sat in front of the camera vlogging again. I'm gonna try and take you along with me as much as I can and update you guys quite regularly as well. For now though, I'm just gonna sit with my dog for a bit. I'm gonna have to take you for a walk later as well, miss. As well as going to the shops, like I said, and cleaning the house because it's a mess. So I have a lot to do today. It's currently almost 3:30, which is not great, but Tom is away today and tomorrow. He's visiting a friend up in Lancaster. So as long as I can do everything by tomorrow, it should be good. But for now, I'm gonna leave you here and I'll see you in in the next clip. Good morning everyone. This is going to be quite a quick clip because I have a very busy day today. First off, Tom and I are going to take Kiwi to Pets at Home quickly. She does need a new harness, so we're going to have a look then. Hopefully they have one that fits her and that looks cute as well. And then after that, my mum and my niece are coming to pick me up and we are going to a local garden centre to do some Halloween crafts, I think it is. So I'm very excited for that. It's going to be so nice to spend some time with my mum and my niece. And then after that, I think I'm going to go to my brother's house and see my other niece, because if you don't know, my brother and his partner recently had another baby and she's just over a month old now, so I want to go and see her a bit today as well and just have a nice lovely day with my family. I will of course be taking you along with me. I'm not sure how much of the family stuff I'll film. I'll definitely film the arts and crafts in the garden centre, but other than that I'm not too sure, but hopefully you guys will enjoy seeing what we get up to. In terms of my reading, I have now started Air of Fire by Sarah J Maas. I'm 123 pages into this so far and I am loving it. I knew that I would. I've been wanting to pick it up for the longest time now and I'm so glad that I have because I've just flown through this. I do also quickly want to say a massive thank you to my Patreons. I did host my first ever Patreon live reading sprints last night and they went so well, and that is where I managed to get the majority of this book read, so thank you so much to anyone that's joined my Patreon. It truly does mean the world to me, and if any of you are interested or have been thinking about it, the link to my Patreon is always in the description box down below, and the lowest tier right now is currently £1. So if that sounds like your type of thing, if you want to support me a bit further and you want to join our lovely little Patreon community, then you can definitely do so. I will also be making a video about my Patreon soon, so if you'd like more information about the tiers and the different benefits, definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. It should be coming in the next 2 weeks, I want to say, but we shall see. And then the only other thing I have to tell you is that I have finished Fool's Fate by Robin Hobb and I am not okay. That book was a wild ride and I'm suffering. I love this book series so much, and with every book I just love it more and more, and because this book was originally going to be the last book in Fitz's story, the way that everything wrapped up and was tied together was just absolutely brilliant, and I definitely would have been satisfied with that as an ending if that was the final book, but it's not. Robin Hobb did decide to write another trilogy following the same characters, so very excited to dive into that one. However, I am starting the Rainwild Chronicles before that. I need to read those first, and I have actually downloaded the first book on SCRIBD, so we'll see if I start that one in this video. I feel like I'm just throwing books at you left, right and centre, so I'm really sorry about this, but I'm in that sort of mood at the minute where I'm just picking and choosing as I go, and I want to read everything, but unfortunately that's not possible. So yeah, those are my plans, those are my updates, and I need to get everything done for today. I didn't actually say I'm going out for drinks tonight as well, and I possibly will film a video. So after spending the day with my family, I'm gonna come back, straighten my hair, do my makeup, see if I have time to film a video. If I do, great. If not, it's fine. And then I'm going out for drinks with Tom and some of our friends. So that's how busy I am today. Hopefully I will manage to film quite a lot for you guys, and I just think this is going to be a really good day, so I hope you enjoy. And we have made it to Pets at Home. Kiwi's excited. This is what we're here for. A new harness. Yeah? Your harness now is? Because Kiwi's, if she will stand still, it is wrecked. Isn't it? Okay, look what we've found. A mini harness. Star Wars. And Marvel. And what's cool is this has Captain America's shield. Where is it? There it is. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I want to get one, but Tom won't let me. Oh my gosh. And the colours as well. Hi guys, and happy Halloween. Yes, you did hear me right there, it is now Halloween. I know I've not updated you for the longest time, but you can probably tell by my voice that I have not been well at all. And I pretty much expected this with it being half term. I finally slowed down, and now because I've stopped and I'm not in work 24/7 or dealing with work stuff at home and things like that, it's just hit me. So that is why I haven't been updating you. I'm so sorry, but I promise you would not have wanted to see me in the state that I was in. Also, please do ignore the glare off my glasses. Like I've mentioned, I'm not feeling great and I do look even worse without my glasses on, and obviously I cannot see, so we're just gonna have to deal with the glare for this clip, but it's just gonna make life a little bit easier for me at this current point in time. So as you've seen, I've had the loveliest week so far. I've done a lot of Halloween bits and bobs. My mum, my niece and I went to the garden centre the other day like I mentioned, and we did some arts and crafts. There was a really cool little pop-up there, and essentially you got to go in, choose a paper plate and create your own monster, which was really fun. It was only meant to be my niece that was doing that, but somehow I got dragged into it as well. But it was so fun and so lovely to be able to do something like that together as well, because obviously with COVID it's been very difficult to do things like that, and she's missed it and I've missed it, my mum's missed it, and it was just such a lovely day. Whilst at the garden centre I did get a few bits. I did actually get some Christmas bits, you guys, which I know it's crazy considering it's only now Halloween, but I thought whilst I was there I might as well pick them up. I don't actually have them to show you guys, they are downstairs, but they're essentially a tower of polar bears holding presents and things like that, and then a tower of reindeer, which is essentially the same design, just different animals. So I got that, and then I did also get a light display for my window. I've never had Christmas lights outside my house. It's just something we've never done, but I always envy the houses that have those stunning lights, and so the next best thing for us was to have lights that we could hang inside on our window and just share a little bit of Christmas joy through that. So I don't have those to show you unfortunately, but when we decorate the house for Christmas you will be able to see those, and I'm already so excited for that, you guys. I'm in such a Christmas mood that it truly is scary. Anyway, the two things that I did get whilst I was there were these bath bombs. So the first one I have to show you is adorable. It has a little rubber duck in the middle of it and it is just blue and white, and then the second one is just stunning. It's this one. So this one's called Baby It's Cold Outside, and it just reminds me of Frozen. So look how beautiful that is. It has the gems, it has a little snowflake logo, and it has the sort of buttercream type of thing on the top there as well. So yeah, this one is called Little Ducky, which is the cutest, and then this one is Baby It's Cold Outside. So very excited to use these ones. I don't know when. I haven't treated myself to a bath bomb in a while, so I feel like I need to do that soon. And then when we got home from the garden centre, as if we didn't have enough Halloween fun already, my niece asked me to decorate some back cookies with her. They were gingerbread cookies, which is some of my favourites, so we did end up doing that. It was very fun, and I will pop some pictures up on screen if I can. Again, it was just such a nice little bonding activity. We had a really good laugh, and the gingerbread also tasted really good as well, which is definitely a plus. And then to top off the night, I did end up carving a pumpkin. We were meant to carve this pumpkin together. Betsan did choose the design and everything, and of course she chose a really bloomin' difficult one, but she did really want to carve the pumpkin, so I said that I'd do it with her. As you will have seen in the montage, this lasted about 5 minutes before her attention was elsewhere. She got her iPad out and she didn't really care for the pumpkin carving side to it. So I essentially did do that myself, but I think it turned out pretty well, and I actually did have a lot of fun carving it as well. Even though it took some effort, my arm was aching afterwards, but looking back on it, we just had the best day, and I'm hoping that we can do more stuff like that for Christmas with her as well, because yeah, it was just amazing. We had such an amazing time as a family, and I am glad that I did manage to film what I did as well, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. And then in terms of my reading, I still haven't carried on with Lost in the Neverwoods, you guys, but I am determined to finish it tonight. So I have it here. I don't think I had a bookmark in. No, I still haven't put a bookmark in, which I don't know why I haven't, because I have about 100 bookmarks. But anyway, I don't have too long to go with this one. It's just I'm not really in the mood for it, but I do have to finish this out before the end of the month because I will not carry on with it if I leave it. So I am going to try and finish this one off later on tonight. I know Chloe is hosting her Sunday night reading sprint, so I will definitely tune into those, and hopefully I can finally finish this one. And it's not to say that I'm not enjoying it, because when I'm reading it I really am. It's just I'm not drawn to picking it up. I feel like it's a very simple story and nothing is really happening, in contrast to Air of Fire, which I am now up to page 368. So I read this big chunk of it and I've only have this much to go, and I'm just loving it so much. There's so much going on. We're following a load of different characters because we have multiple POVs. It's a world I'm familiar with. These characters are some that I've loved for years, and so diving back into it is just giving me all the feels. This is another one I feel like I might be able to finish tonight if I'm being very ambitious. The only problem I have is that it is now Sunday and I am going back to school tomorrow, so I'm trying to sort my few last bits and bobs. I have a little bit of marking to do which I'd like to get done today, just so I don't have to do it midweek. I do also have some book covers that I need to pop the kids' names on and then sort out all their individual work that they've done so far with me and put them in their own book, because at the minute I just have a load of piles of paper of the tasks that I've done with them and I need for it to be a lot more organised, so I'm gonna do that and hopefully it ends up working out. It's just a bit of a mess at the minute because I'm in 7 different classes. I don't have one class of my own, so I'm in a load of different places. I'm with 2 year 5 and 6 classes, 3 year 3 and 4s, 1 year 2 and 1 reception and year 1 as well, so I'm a bit all over the place. I just need to be organised and keep on top of it, especially now that there's only 6 weeks I think of school left after this first week, and I don't count this first week because I have a lot of courses and stuff throughout, so it's safe to say that I'm stressing a bit, but hopefully I will get it done. It will be fine, but essentially that's what I need to do this afternoon. First off though, I have decided that I'm going to bake some cinnamon swirls today. So I recently watched one of Jodie from Vanilla Moon's vlogs, and in it she bought this sort of pre-made cinnamon swirl dough, I suppose, and it just looked amazing and so easy to make as well, which is definitely a plus for me who is not an amazing baker per se. And I did actually manage to find the same thing that she used on my weekly shop yesterday, and I think that today's just going to be the perfect day to make those. So I will just show you the weather, and it's actually calmed down a bit now to what it was, but this is what we're dealing with today: grey skies and rain. And even though it's not currently raining, we just have about 10 minutes with no rain and then 20 minutes of rain pouring it down, so definitely not the best day. It's a stay-at-home type of day, which I really don't mind at all. And I think what's best to do is just to take you down to my kitchen now and start some baking. So we've made it into the kitchen, and I'm really sorry the lighting here is not the best and you will probably be able to hear the rain that's pounding on our plastic roof, but this is the little pre-packaged pastry thing that I was on about. So everything you need comes in this little box, and it does say here that literally all you need to do is pull out the dough using a knife, slice the rolled dough into 6 equal slices, place the slices on a tray lined with non-stick baking paper and put them in the middle of the oven for 11 to 14 minutes. So that is essentially what I'm gonna do. Now, if you watched my Halloween vlog, you'll know that my baking there ended up being a disaster, but I'm hoping that because the difficult stuff has already been done for this, that it will be a little bit easier. So cross your fingers for me, please. I'm not gonna do a montage of this just because I feel like this video so far has had a lot of B-roll in. So what I'll do is I'll show you me putting them into the oven and then show you me taking them out, and we can judge together whether it was a success or not. And I have also decided that whilst I'm waiting for my oven to heat up and whilst I'll be waiting for the swirls to cook, that I am going to watch one of my favourite films ever, which is Coraline. So Kiwi's there munching away on her own food, and I am going to open the oven and pop these in. Are they done, Kiwi? Let's check. Oh, I think so. Ooh, and just like that, they are done. A little overdone, I think, but I hope they taste pretty good nonetheless. The packet did also come with icing sugar, so I'm going to make the icing in a minute once these start to cool down a bit, and then pop a bit of this on top as well. And here is the end result. I definitely think they could have turned out worse. I don't think I left enough time for the swirls to cool, so that's why the icing is a little bit runny, but honestly, I feel like I just want to tuck into one of these straight away, so that's what I'm going to do.